The following is the first step on setting up a brand new SKU number in the Manage SKU screen. Very important. Whenever doing anything in the Setup tab, at the top right hand corner of the screen you must be at the top level organization of your company, whatever number that is. This way anything that you do in the setup screens will automatically flow down to your store or stores. From the main menu, click on the Setup tab up at the top and click on Manage SKUs on the left. This will bring you into the Manage SKU screen. There are 4 different tabs up at the top: General, Grid, UPC, and Location. You won't always use all 4 tabs. The General tab is to enter in all of the SKU information. The Grid tab is to enter in any size grid information that goes with the SKU. The UPC tab is to enter in any manufacturer UPCs. And the Location tab is to enter in where the style and sizes are located. We're going to be working on the General tab. The cursor is on the Quick Lookup. The Quick Lookup is to look up existing SKUs that have already been created. Since we're going to be creating a brand new SKU, press your Tab key on your keyboard and that'll bring you down to the SKU field. You'll notice the blue lines. The blue lines are for required fields. You must type information into those fields. A particular SKU number can only be used one time. A SKU number can be 15 numbers or characters or a combination of. So type in the SKU number. A special note on the SKU number. Some suppliers use the same exact SKU number but may carry it in different colors. In RICS, you must differentiate between those colors. So if you had black, white, and red for the same style, you'd have to create 3 different SKUs. For example, 3333/BLK for black. You type in all of the information. Once you're done, you'd click on the Save and Copy button, and it would leave all the information up on the screen except for the SKU number. So this would allow you to type in the same SKU number but different color. So you'd have your separate SKU number, and all you'd have to do is go down to the color and change it to the new color. And if you had another style number with that same situation, you could click on Save and Copy. If you had a completely different SKU that you needed to enter, you could click on Save and Clear. Some suppliers use a different number for each color, like 3333/001 for black and 3333/002 for white. So you wouldn't have to do the /BLK and the /WHT. Some suppliers don't use numbers at all. They use names for their style numbers. So RICS allows you to also type in characters for the SKU number. So we're going to type in the SKU number. Press Tab. Brings you to the supplier code field. If you know that code, go ahead and type that in. If not, click on the magnifying glass icon, which brings up your lookup tool. You could go up to the supplier name, click on that, type in the first couple letters of that supplier, click on the lookup button. It brings up your list of suppliers close to that. Find that supplier, click on Select, and it comes up on the screen. Press your Tab key, it brings you down to the supplier SKU. Generally, this number is the same number as a SKU number. If it's different, type that in, press Tab. Brings you to class. Click on the drop down arrow. You can scroll down until you find the class, click on it, and click OK. Press Tab twice, it brings you down to the color field. Once you start typing in the color, the list of colors will come up. If you find that color, highlight it, click on it, comes up on the screen. If it's a brand new color that you're typing in this field, RICS will automatically add that for you. Press Tab, it brings you down to active cost. This is the wholesale price, what you pay for that item. Type that in and press Tab. Brings you to active price. This is the retail price, what you sell this for. Type that in and press Tab. Brings you to active list price. Most people don't use active list price. It's more of a compare to catalog price. If you don't use that, you can just leave it at 0 and press Tab. You'll notice the GP percent, that's your gross profit percent. Sometimes people want to come in and say, I do a 60%. You can put that in, press Tab, and that'll automatically change the active price, the retail price. brings you down to short description, which is a maximum of 20 characters. You can type in that description. For most suppliers, it's the name of the item, or you can just type in any description that you want to. Press Tab, it brings you down to long description, which is a maximum of 64 characters. If it's the same description as the short description, you can copy and paste. If not, you can type in the longer description and press Tab. Brings you to available to POS on. This is the date that this item is available to the point of sale to sell. If it's not today's date, you can click on the calendar icon and select the correct date. Press Tab twice, it brings you to available to order until. This is the date this style is available to order until. If you have a date for that, you can click on the calendar icon and select it. If not, you can leave this blank. Press Tab. Brings you to label type. Regular is the default. It's for Rick's regular sticky labels. The other options, if you click on the down arrow, none if you don't print labels and use manufacturer barcodes, hang tags, jewelry tags, small, other, or coupon. Press Tab, brings you to supplier UPC. This is used for things like polish or laces. If you want to use the manufacturer UPC that's already on the product that is not size related, you could type that in here. If not, leave it blank. Press Tab, brings you to the supplier UPC default type. It's UPC-A. Press Tab, brings you to warehouse location. If you have a warehouse location, type that in. If not, leave it blank and press Tab. Brings you to the comment field. If you have any comments you want to put in for this SKU, type those in. Press Tab. Brings you to the alert text box. If there's a special alert message that you want to type in, you can type that in. And every time that SKU comes up on the screen, the alert message will pop up. Press Tab. Some people use custom entries and some people don't. Custom entries could be things such as groups, keywords, or seasons. You can have them be required or not required, or don't use them at all. If you use them, you can type in a particular group if you have one. And once you start typing it in, your list will come up and you can select it. If you have a keyword that you want to type in, once you start typing that in, your list will come up and you can select that one. And then if you have a season, you can start typing those in. Select the correct one, and you have your season. You don't have to use custom entries, but if you have something that you would like to associate with that SKU, this is where you can use those and you can create any kind of custom entry that you want. Once you're done entering all the information for the SKU on the General tab, you can click on Save and Continue. Save and Continue is if you want to leave everything on the screen. Maybe you're walking away from the computer. You're going to come back and maybe enter the size grid information in a minute, but you want to make sure that you save what you've entered in so far. You can click on Save and Continue. Save and Clear will save everything on the screen and clear it. And Save and Copy will save everything on the screen except for the SKU number, which allows you to type in a brand new SKU number and save you time if you have the same supplier, same class, same price. And once you're done, if you have a completely different SKU, you can click on Save and Clear, and that'll clear the screen. And that completes entering a brand new SKU on the Manage SKU screen on the General tab.